Hello everyone, welcome once again to iPEC Coaching Presents, the Coach of the Week. We're here today with Mark Schall. Mark, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome, Ryan. Thank you.
Can you start off just by telling us a little bit about yourself, who you like to work with, maybe your website?
Great. So my name is Mark Schall, and website www.markschall.com, M-A-R-K-S-C-H-A-L-L, don't forget the C. So I've been an iPEC coach now since about 2006.
Great.
And that's when I graduated the program, and I'm also an instructor for iPEC, so I get to actually lead the program that certifies coaches in the curriculum, and I love it, I enjoy it, and it's really the best thing I think I've ever done with my life, honestly.
Tell me a little about what brought you to that point. Where were you in your life, and all of a sudden this coaching thing popped up for you?
Sure. Well, I was. It's actually a friend of mine that brought me into it. He had done the program, and what was interesting was when he first told me that he was going to attend an institute to become a certified life coach. I was like, a certified what? I was like, they certify those now? And I really didn't give it a whole lot of credibility, actually. And then I saw a profound change in his communication skills and his whole way of being. And then he was talking to me about his work with clients, and he was just so lit up. And it was such an incredible experience for him. And I was very intrigued. And then he said to me, he goes, "This is the next step for you professionally, Mark." And he'd known me for 15 years. Yeah. He says, "I know you. This work is you."
Right.
Yeah, right. So, so it was great. So I said, all right. So I attended a teleclass, and I loved what I heard. It was an informational teleseminar, and I loved it. It spoke to me. It spoke to me. So, so I enrolled pretty much right away. I think I started like the next month.
Nice.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And here we are.
So there's a lot of people who are maybe similar, have similar experience, have gone through the program, are starting their own businesses now. What kind of advice would you give to them as they're starting to take off now?
Just get out there and start coaching. That's all. Just do it.
Do it.
Do 50 complimentary consults, because you'll start feeling like a coach. Your niche will begin to find you, because you'll start to notice common threads in the kinds of issues that people are coming to you for help with, the kinds of things that you're going to be perceived as an expert in, the kind of expertise you're going to be using and sharing with people. So that will all find you. Don't worry about first having to have it all set up, the website and the business cards and the brochures. You could do all that while you're getting out there and coaching. It will all fall together, and you can always change your business cards and your website and your brochures as your business evolves and changes. So don't be limited by, I have to have it all done first, then I can open the door and take clients.
Then I can be a coach.
Yeah.
Be a coach.
Be a coach first.
Right.
Yeah.
Awesome. What would you say has been the biggest challenge that you've actually overcome since graduating in 2006? You were out there to get where you are now.
Yeah, it's interesting, Ryan, because I think the thing that again comes to business and marketing, and that's the thing that was the biggest challenge for me. I knew that I would enjoy the program and that there would be that I would do well in it, and the concern was, will I be able to build a business as a coach? And so I had to get past some of the limiting beliefs that I had about what business building meant, what marketing and sales meant, so I had to do some work around that.
And so what was kind of the catalyst for getting past that challenge, to bring you to where you are now?
The catalyst was, was getting around the limiting belief that marketing and sales is something that only two people do. Harvard and Yale MBAs. Does Yale do MBAs? Harvard MBAs? I don't even, see, that's how far we moved.
Exactly.
So I don't identify with that one.
Right.
That one was certainly not me. And used car salesman, sleazy used car salesman. Yeah. And I'm neither of those things. Sure. So what was interesting was I had gone out to dinner with two of my instructors, Deb Vandergrift and Sue Nodine, and we were talking about this, and Sue said, "So you have trouble with the word marketing?" And I said, "Yeah, I really do." And she goes, "So don't call it marketing." I'm like, the light began to dawn.
Right.
And I'm like, "Okay, tell me more." And she goes, "Well, what I hear is that you really, really love to promote yourself as a coach and talk about coaching and share what you do." And I said, "Absolutely." And I was able to get behind that. She goes, "Well, then do that instead of marketing," which is, of course, exactly what the marketing is. And that just took off for me. That was like a light switch went on for me. And that's when it really began to fall together for me at that point.
And so if you could leave our audience with one message, a message for the world, what would it be?
One message for the whole world.
This is your opportunity.
Oh my goodness. One message for the entire world. I only get one, huh?
For now. Maybe we'll do part two.
We'll do part two. All right, good. So that life was meant to be enjoyed, not tolerated and lived through. And I think that we were put here to enjoy. We were put here to have joy. And just getting through life and grinning and bearing it is not what we were meant to do. So we really need to, it benefits us to really find what gives us joy and where does that come from for us. And it's different for every one of us. And that's what I love about coaching, is I get to help individuals find that out for themselves.
Yeah.
So,
perfect.
yeah.
Mark, I really appreciate your time.